Welcome in, Ray. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Very good. So we've been doing some Segway interviews. What's your name, sir?
I'm Derek Halsey. I'm the shop foreman here at Central Kentucky Motorsports.
How long have you been with Central Kentucky Motorsports total time?
Total time. Well, I started when they started in 2012, I guess, and
about 13 years.
Yeah, a long time, you know.
So the reason we brought you here today is because you are a current Segway owner.
Yes.
And we'd like to get a testimonial from a customer's perspective of what it's like to own a Segway Villain. So I've got some interview questions here to kind of help guide us. The first one I want to start off with is, what was the first thing that you thought of when you heard that Segway was making side-by-sides?
Those damn mall cop things, I thought, my God, man, they're going to have a set of ITP mud lights on a Segway roll, whatever you call them. I don't know.
Gyro, robots, sons of bitches and things you just kind of yeet on, and normally does a lot more yeeting than yeet.
Paul Blart mall cop
with some big tires.
With some big tires.
I wasn't for sure. I happened to see one outright, and I came down and found where they was at and purchased one.
Yeah. Which one did you purchase?
The Segway Villain. It's a 2024.
The 72 or 64?
72.
And is yours a premium? Dash or no dash? Does it have the screen in it or no?
Yes, I'm sorry, it does.
It does have the screen. So the premium with bead locks.
And I was actually super apprehensive about it and thinking that, I'm going to do the same thing everybody else does. These aren't name brand things. They're not stuff that we're all used to. And these things got to be junk. There's got to be problems with them. And man, I was surprised. I'm a big advocate for them now. Got a real good relationship with corporate, with the service people there. They've been awesome. They've been real good. Ton, Steve and the guys.
Yeah.
Ton's a good dude. Good dude.
Good dudes. Yeah, I like dudes too. I like
Well, do you?
The dudes that we work with are good dudes. Is what I'm getting at. I deal with some.
Ain't many of those back in Appalachia.
No, it's a different kind of lacking dude. And then, are you still on the bead locks? Have you changed anything about the tires and wheels?
I went to 32s.
Okay.
Instead of the 30s.
Yeah, and how does it do with 32s on?
It does fine.
Yeah, low gear and high gear.
Low gear, high gear. It goes pretty well where I pointed.
Yeah. Oh. How does your turn radius in some of those areas compare to your competitors?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It turns pretty decent. If you kick it out of four-wheel drive, it'll turn better. Yeah. But a lot of them, they'll back up, go forward, and I go around them. I have no trouble with it.
Have you had it in the mud?
Yes.
How does it do in the mud?
It pulls good.
Is it good?
I ain't been stuck yet. They ain't pulled me out.
Have you locked diffs? Will you normally lock diffs, or how do you?
I do up on the bad rock trails. I'll lock it in all four of them for sure.
Okay. So taking advantage of the ability to do so.
Yes.
So you liked what you heard of. Weren't really sure very first on. Once you started kind of getting into them, you got a chance to drive one of these things. You got a chance to pull one apart. You built one. You saw somebody build one, kind of thing. What sets the Segway Villain apart from UTVs? And before I finish that question, would like to qualify the fact that you do know more than anybody else I know on this planet about all UTVs and generally all things mechanics. So you know the ins and outs of these. In your perspective, what sets the Villain apart?
Well, one of the most impressive things I've noticed is like when we're doing a diag or something like that is the amount of effort they put into capturing data. They've got multiple oxygen sensors instead of just one in the pipe, so they know that what each cylinder is doing independently, independent pressure sensors on each side. As far as internals go, it's set up a lot like the KRX and the Razor, but, the distance between the pistons is a lot larger, so you got a lot more water on the inside, cools a lot better. You never see them airlock or anything like that as far as the coolant system goes. They even went as far as to putting a secondary radiator in the back for these things in case you get mud and debris and stuff in the front.
Keep breathing.
Yeah, they're great, man. They're great. They've done a really good job.
This one's kind of a funny one, and it's one that a lot of customers ask us. Top speed. Have you kind of tested those waters out a little bit in high gear?
I have it 61 so far.
61?
63, yes. Because I was following somebody, that's the fastest they went, so that's the fastest I could go.
What would you say, from a technician's perspective? You already told me some pretty sweet stuff, so maybe digging in the same box. I like digging in the same box, especially if you find the same thing. Sometimes you find different things. Sometimes you forget about the box, and then you go back and realize there's some good stuff in that box. Let's go back to that box.
Different boxes.
What would you say is the most impressive feature about the Villain? One, just one.
I think the handling of this machine, to be honest with you, right out of the box, it's got radius rods like the X3. It's got 3 in the back. The trailing arms are similar to the Polaris. The suspension's really, really good out of the box. It really is.
Have you ever had to fix anything on the machine yourself? Have you ever worked on it?
No.
Not have to do
nothing at all so far.
Not do much to it. What about that UT10? It's a very similar product. You know, same what, and then different what.
You know, I tell you, we had a guy come in today, one of my good friends from back home, and he was coming in looking for an XT Polaris, and he turned around and he seen that Segway and was like, man, what is this thing? Hey, we got a winch on this thing. We got a roof on this thing. We got doors on this. He said, man, whoever built these doors knows what they're doing. He's a welder, I guess. He's been into that stuff. So he was really impressed with the fabrication and the work that goes into those factory doors. And then, like I said, the price point too, he was all over it.
And then fuel economy. Have you ever noticed, compared to some of the competitors, what the fuel economy is like?
Yes, it gets real good gas mileage.
That's
Because
good.
several times we've been out riding at night late, and they started getting a little concerned, and I still had just under half a tank still yet.
Yeah.
It gets super gas mileage, it does.
More range and less
Yep.
stuck in the woods, huh?
It does. It does real good on gas.
Very good. What about the driveline on these guys? I talked to Ray about that a little bit. He's not had any driveline issues to mention.
Yeah.
You see a lot of them?
No, actually that's funny you ask. I never really thought about it, but the prop shafts, you don't see, everybody that owns a Polaris knows about prop shafts.
Yeah.
And them shearing off and breaking, the Can-Ams too, and you never hear about it. We've never done one. We've never done a prop shaft on a Segway yet.
Yeah. Had you seen anybody that had sunk one yet, underwater?
I haven't personally, but I do know in anticipation for that, Segway changed on the 25s. On these new ones, they've moved that airbox to help with that. So I'm sure that somebody in Louisiana has put them 44s on there, got down there mud bugging with their cousin, or married ass cousin, just like we do.
Slapping
On the
five,
mud.
cone stolen some beer.
Yeah, you know.
You go stand on the roof and do a little Dougie or something, and you get in the mud.
And they fixed it. They definitely understand the American culture, I think.
What feature, if you would have to say one, is the one that makes you say that this is the machine for me?
I like the big screen on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you use it for anything while you're out in the woods?
Trail riding.
Okay.
It brings up some of the maps and stuff.
How about I interview you? How about I turn the question on you, Mr.
No.
Huh?
Go one. You go with one.
What has been the easiest part of selling these? What's made it easy to sell to customers?
Kind of a layup question.
Yeah, come on, lay it
It's a
out
layup
there.
question.
Sorry, man. I should have made it
do this in
hard.
a whole separate interview on the spot here. The number one thing that sells these machines is putting booties in seats. Hey, brother, come on by here, drive one of these things. Don't take it from me. I want you to drive it, especially if you have driven something else. I have driven just about every one of, sometimes 2 or 3 of buggies in the planet. Never more than one at once. It's dangerous. Also, for the record, we do not endorse any kind of alcohol intoxication nor other substances while driving machines, as fun as it may see or be for those people that do indulge. So has there ever been a time when you've been out in the woods and things kind of get a little bit hairy and you really had to put your machine to the test to make sure you didn't get stuck in the woods?
A couple of times down at Brimstone and some of the rocks, we had to get going a little bit. Mm-hmm. It did pretty good.
Did you get winched out, or were you able to
No,
pull
I was
through
able to work with it and get out of it.
on power? Good.
Yep.
And has it ever left you stranded in the woods?
No.
Yeah,
Never
those
has.
are bad days.
Yep.
Yeah, I had one time where we were in a Can-Am, and my buddy was driving it. He liked doing burnouts. We just so happened to spin a belt out right about too long to walk back to the truck. So we got stuck in there trying to change a belt for quite some time. Have you equipped yourself to be able to change a belt if need be out in the woods?
Yes, it comes with the stuff to do that with. You're just going to have a spare belt with you.
Yeah,
Otherwise, the stuff is in the dashboard to change the belt out.
Keep a spare belt. Do you keep any other kind of tools or any other kind of emergency kit in the machine?
Just basically what it came with.
Some basic tools that comes in that little toolkit. What about this one here? What it makes the design, the engineering? I think so. If you're not familiar with this back home, technicians and engineers, that's oil and water. Them
Yeah.
folk don't like each other. Is it engineered to be able to work on?
That's a great question. Engineering, like I said, they came over from from Asia came over to the shop, and we have a technician here, an engineer here. This guy, he's the right-hand man to the guy that owns the company.
Yeah.
They're here, hey, how can we make this better? How can we fix this? What does we need here? And it's not problems. They're not these big problems. They're little bitty things that you don't even notice. People don't notice. Technicians notice some little things like, hey, man, if we move this oil filter, we could do this. Or if we move this air filter, it'll make a better thing. Hey, you know, there was water drainage coming here. It's going into this belt cover. Well, oh, we're going to move this. We'll redesign this. They've been out, what, 3 or 4 years now?
Yeah.
And they've already went from here to here.
Rapidly refined. Have you come up on your first service yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Around about, do you know how many miles or hours that you have on the machine?
I got 460 hours on it.
460 hours. And you've had it for how long?
A year.
About a year.
Yep.
So you've been riding this thing?
That's some on the weekends and stuff mostly, but no big long. Last time we was out, Hillbilly Trails was out for 12 hours that day, riding stuff.
Now, without naming them specifically, because I heard they got feelings, how does the Villain perform compared to its competition counterpart?
The performance is on par or better. I mean, there's like the turn radius, and as far as that goes, the suspension's wonderful. The power's on par. They came out with it with the same power as the XP, and that was in their NA motor. And now they're like, you know what? We don't want to just be right here. We're going to be here too. And then we're also going to go all up here with the Super Villain with the hybrid. So
Yeah,
they've already pushed. They know what they're doing.
Power to weight. Power to weight's pretty great on this thing. I tried to ask Siri to do a beer can conversion to see how many empty beer cans one of these things would weigh. She didn't know. She didn't, I don't think, comprehend the question, but she did seem to understand that it was less than the competition.
Yeah, 100%.
They're you know, bare bones. You got your half doors, you got your roof, you got a bunch of things like a winch on your premium models. When you're out in the woods, do you ever come across somebody that's never seen one of these before?
Yes, I get all kinds of questions about it.
Yeah, how do those interactions normally go?
They seem to like it. Where did I get it at and stuff like that? How do I like it and things? I even promised with it, and I says no. I'm happy with the machine. I know a couple of them said they came down and looked at them, and some of the guys where I go riding at, I've seen some come in there. They like the way it looks.
Yeah,
When the first time they see it, it's a nice looking machine.
It's a good looking machine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they've got, I think they put a lot of emphasis in the facade of the machine as well as the stance of it to allow for that. And the suspension too. It's got that somewhat swing set style of suspension where you can see it. It's very visible. How do you feel that suspension performs?
I haven't touched it since it came from the factory. It's soft. It's not over bouncy or stiff. It rides good. I had one person get out of her husband side by side and rode across to the other side. Then when she got out, she told him that machine rides smooth.
Yes, it does.
And what did he do? Get out and start adjusting his shocks and everything to make his rides.
Yeah, I like to hear that because it's one of the things we do in the setup process here. Yeah. When we set up with Segway, we had a guy that knows their products ins and outs. It kind of helped us get set up, and he made sure to detail exactly how the suspension should be set up as far as clickers and such are concerned to give the best ride performance. Well, I'd like to do a little speed round here.
Okay.
So some of these are a little more subjective than others. Okay. I would like to know, in your personal opinion, if the Segway Villain has more torque or if it has more yeehaw.
You know what? I got a buddy. I'm going to give him a shout out, my man, Mr. Brad Nolan.
Yeah.
It's a wonder he ever got anything taken care of. He was yeehawing this thing
on social media.
On social media. Hey man, I got a warranty problem here. You know what they did? They covered it. They took care of it.
Yeah.
Because he's out here advertising. He's out here kicking ass, man. There's some hills.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Did you know these things have Bluetooth?
Yeah. I learned about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll Bluetooth to your headset too. So.
Yes.
Yeah, you can put them on, you can calm, you can do that.
And you can do the doodad for the button when you want to talk to folks. Otherwise, you can talk to Marianne in the passenger seat how you want to talk to her. You ain't got to hear everything else. How many beers deep do you think that the average customer is before they realize that the machine has Bluetooth?
I don't think they have yet.
No, okay. If they're beer deep, they probably haven't ever.
Most of the time, I'm over here with a keyboard and stuff and hanging out with them. Hey man, come on in. So let me kick the beer. Here, let me show you how this thing works.
All right, now the next one, upgrades. Upgrade. Have we upgraded any of these machines in the past?
Oh yeah.
What do we do?
Remember the gold one? It was all over the Segway page. With the
gold.
cage and the big cage we put on there.
Oh,
the
yeah.
tires, the big bill.
Yeah, I picked
you
colors out on that one.
Your half brother Logan helped do that. You remember that?
He come to me. He said, "Hey man, what color you think we should do our next build?" I said, "If it ain't black and gold, get the fuck out of my face."
Whitesburg.
So
Black gold. Yeah.
that guy, I think he come all the way down from like St. Louis or something to buy that one. He really liked that machine. He was, believe this or not, a cage builder himself. You don't strike me as one that wants to damage your equipment, but we've got some that just seem to enjoy it.
I take care of it, but when I go out riding, I ride it. I don't get ridiculous with it. But if I want to go up a hill and stuff, we go. Just to be flat out mean with it to the street, I don't.
No, there's a special breed of folks that do that, and they normally have special kinds of haircuts too. We may see one of those here in a little bit. But I take it. You take care of this machine. It's going to take care of you. That's our general premise for everything that we sell. Picking up Segway has been a great implementation to that.
Yeah, it has not failed me yet. It hasn't.
If a Segway Villain were a person, what kind of boots do you think it would wear?
I think big cowboy boot. They're in Texas, and the reason I say that is they've got big shoes to fill, and they're doing it.
Yeah.
So they're going to wear big ass boots.
Big boots.
Got big feet.
Big boots.
Big boots.
Do we know what that means? Yeah. What do you say to folks that might think this machine is too high tech for the woods?
It doesn't have to be high tech. It just is.
There we go.
You don't have to know how to do all this stuff. It's there.
Yeah.
You don't have to have 225 horsepower, but it's there.
Yeah. If you
it's
know
there.
it, yeah. And just in general, you'd mentioned horsepower here at 225 for some of the machines.
Yeah.
What would you say if it were horses? What kind of horses would be?
A thoroughbred, man. This thing is a thoroughbred.
Beautiful.
Thoroughbred.
Beautiful.
It's pointed, it's going to go, buddy.
Like the
Point
Derby.
Like the Derby, buddy.
Yeah. What's your favorite part now if you had to choose one? The suspension or where you get to flex this machine on your buddies?
Flex it on your buddies, buddy.
Yeah.
Hell, one of our buddies, he got a different machine. He come back to him and said, "Man, I wish I hadn't bought that machine because I rolled this thing, tore my lady's finger plumb off."
I saw that.
Tore it plumb off.
Yeah.
Shout out, Kendra.
Yes, I know you're out there.
We know you're out there. You was going to be here. Shout out to you.
Appreciate you.
He said I was on my Segway. I could do donuts all day long. Flipped the thing off, took her thumb or finger out off, but
Yeah. So now she got a little new arrangement now.
I'm waiting till the super villain comes in.
Yes. Do you think that's one of them you're going to be interested in?
I'm going to take a look at it. I keep telling them, hey, let me know when it comes in.
Yeah, little teaser, over 200 horsepower on the turbo engine, and then, getting into the threes if we're going to do the electric equivalent.
Yep.
I think that turbo is what we look to see first. I'm very excited for it too. 235. Yeah. We'll reach out to you. It's going to be a very exciting machine. I think it'll help move that industry forward. And is there anything else that you would want to add to our little testimonial from a technician's perspective on these machines?
Yeah, I do actually. Serious note. Don't be scared of these machines. People are scared of the unknown. These machines are great. They're
just drive one, right? Tell them people drive one. Come find one of your buddies that's got one. Come see me drive one.
Like Ray said, he's making fun of his buddies. He's up there. He's busting their hind end. That's Brad. Brad's up there. There's up there back and forth. Brad's over the top, killing it, man.
I think that's good. I think that's right. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. Thank you very much, Ray. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And look forward to continuing having you as a customer.
I'll be around.
Thank
I'm not
you.
going nowhere.
Thank you, Derek.
Sorry, man.
It's been a pleasure.
Segway Villain, cutting through with speed.